Good evening, sir. So my question is, many times one's moral practices and questions of right and wrong become a major reason for his mental distress and depression. While one may be considered to be excessively concerned about moral and ethical matters, my question is it wrong to be so? And further, if one is if it is becoming a reason for his depression and other mental health problems, so where can one draw a line and deal with it in a right way?
See, morality comes from the behavior of the society you are living in. Morse relates to the masses. The way masses behave, that becomes the morality. Ethics come from the accepted ideology of the society, or you could say philosophy, the prevalent philosophy. That decides what is right, what is wrong. So be it morality or be it ethics, they both are situated outside of you. Right? The common masses decide morality, and the leaders of the society, the thought leaders of the society, they decide the ethics. The awakened person does not live by morality or the prevalent ethical codes. He, and when I say he, I mean she as well. So take that as included. He lives by his consciousness. What does that mean? That's not some abstract thing within consciousness. That's a very solid guiding principle. What does that say? That says anything that makes you see more clearly, anything that liberates you of your inner and outer bondages is right. Put it right, good, auspicious, whatever. And anything that puts more bondages on you and puts a haze in your vision, that's not good. So ethics and morality both exist to tell apart right and wrong, acceptable and unacceptable, for those who do not have eyes of their own. And most people actually have no eyes of their own. That's why they need moral and ethical standards. And that's a bit of a necessity, because if you do not know what to do and how to live and how to decide on your own, then practically you do require someone else to tell you all those things. When someone else tells you all those things, that is practically useful, but inwardly very wasteful. Why? Because actually you have the potential to decide on all those matters totally and purely by yourself. To accept help when help is not needed cannot be taken as something good. The very definition of help is that it should enable you to proceed without help. But if help is of a nature that perpetuates your need, your compulsive need to keep begging for help, then it is not help at all. That's what happens when people make decisions in their life going by the prevalent ethics or morality or such things. You ask yourself, who am I, what am I here for, and that which brings me closer to the purpose of my existence is good, right, auspicious, correct. There is no ethics in it. I know on my own, or you can simply call it inner ethics. You can simply call it higher ethics. Instead of saying there is no ethics, because if you say there is no ethics, someone will jump up and say it is unethical. No, we are not talking of unethical stuff. We are talking of higher ethics or inner ethics or deeper ethics. But for such ethics to function, obviously there has to be self-knowledge. If I do not know why I am just wandering about, I'm just, following the law of inertia and rolling from here to there in some kind of a whatever straight line or circular motion till I am hit by another object. You see why people keep hitting around? That's Newton's law. So for such people, external codes become compulsory because they have no inner guiding light of their own. If you do not give them outer codes, they'll just keep banging hither and thither all their life. So, something is handed over to them. All right, you take this and use this to somehow survive. But that's not what you as a young person should be aiming for. Obviously, there are social laws and social norms and legal provisions that you must honor as a responsible citizen. All that is okay. You cannot just jump the red light saying that, my own inner code allowed me to jump the light. So all those things, fine, they are acceptable. But when it comes to the really meaningful stuff in life, when it comes to decisions that are really intimate to you, you should totally forget what the society and the society's uncles are telling you. There has to be a clear line of discretion. In certain matters, yes, you do look at the rule book and the code of laws and you agree to abide by all that. And there are certain other things in which you refuse to listen to everybody, including God Almighty Himself. I will not listen to anybody because the nature of the matter is very inner, very intimate. So, again, I'm not sure whether I've been able to connect.
Whom should I listen exactly? So how do I know whom should I listen?
No, you don't need to listen to anybody. Because you have already listened to a lot of people. Why do you want to increase the number and the burden? You have to question now what you have just silently listened to. The damage has already happened. Now there has to be damage control, rather damage reversal. Have you not already listened to too many undeserving people? Please tell me. That's the story of all the kids that are unfortunately born. From their first day, they have to listen to very, very unworthy people. Those unworthy people come as parents, teachers. They flash on the TV screens. The kid goes out and he meets all kinds of people. And all those voices just keep penetrating the mind. And all those voices cumulatively become what is called the sense of self. Your sense of self is not yours. It is borrowed, it is reflected, it is coming from this and that, here and there. So you have already listened to a lot. Now your time is to unlisten. What does unlistening mean? It means questioning, probing, investigating, exploring. You have to ask yourself, this that I so thoroughly, deeply believe in, does it have any merit? Must I live the way my parents and grandparents did? Must I follow the way this community around me of students and others is flowing? Must I think the way my peers do? Must I go the way my physicality and my hormones dictate me? So this is the time to question everything that you know of and believe in. Unlisten. Unlearn. And in that there is freshness and newness and life. You're not coming to us as a clean slate, are you? The tabula rasa was a fiction. You are a conditioned mass already.
Yes, I think, yeah, it makes sense.
I'm glad.
Thank you, sir.